Kill them all, destroy them all. Jesus. Carrie. Hey, Carrie. It's taking forever for this thing to log on. How are you, Carrie? How was your Thanksgiving, Carrie? Can you hear me, Carrie? Is the audio okay? Oh, those dogs. Is my no? Yep, yep. Carrie, can you hear me? I'm tired. 11:08 p.m. in Massachusetts. My Thanksgiving was quiet. Hope you just get. Yeah, you know what? Actually, mine was good. Was good. You can hear me? Awesome. Thank you for that. Um, mine's actually good. I live alone, so uh, I had some food. Some friends brought over some turkey, which I didn't want, but it was good. It was nice. I didn't mind it. So you're in Massachusetts. I didn't. I really thought, Carrie, you were on the West Coast. I thought you were like in at least California. I didn't realize you were way up in Massachusetts. And again, I do appreciate you being here. We're waiting. People are going to be running late, so am I. So I do appreciate you being here. No, my. Okay, got it. Not you though. So is without without prying or anything, is where you are now, is that where you call home? California is not home for you then? Can't promise you won't fall asleep. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Tonight was kind of one of those nights, or it was one of those days actually. So California's not home for you. Okay, got it. Oh, you've never been? Wow. I'm sure you're aware of it. I'm sure you see it on TV or in movies, or I'm sure your ex probably showed you around videos or pictures of California. I mean, it's a whole. California is like uh, five different ethnic groups pretty much put together. Well, maybe more than that. But it's like every town you go to, it's every city or town you go to, it's a whole different feel, whole different energy. Oh, what's the weather like where you are now? Mm-mm-mm. Sorry, I'm here. I gotta be careful. Some places there's nothing for me in Cali. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, I mean, I've been to the major cities. I haven't been to all of the smaller cities, but my favorite places is still San Francisco. It's raining and cold. Yeah, yeah, but you're raining and cold. For us here in Hawaii, it's like on a normal day it's about 78 to 84 degrees on a normal day. As soon as it hits 62, 65 degrees, 62 degrees, for us we call it freezing. These Hawaiians with the thick skin, we put on sweaters. Oh, it's sweater weather. 62 degrees. People in California are like, are you kidding me? We run around in shorts in 62 degrees. Wow. Wow. I don't know. I like cold weather. Uh, I went to Keystone, in Colorado, to ski resort, and everybody was in their warm clothes and their skiing outfits, scarves and earmuffs and boots and everything like that. And I left my hotel room, went to look for Gatorade for my son who was not feeling well at whatever store that was open at that time of the night, and I was walking around in shorts and flip flops, and people thought it was crazy. But I like cold weather. I don't mind it. Muggy, gross heat. Wow, I didn't know that about Massachusetts. I figured it's way up there. It's always cool and I guess not. Wow, I'm learning something. Muggy, gross heat. That's Hawaii every day for us. Muggy, gross heat. Summertime, you can stand still and you just sweat during the summer. It's terrible. Bipolar. I like that. I like that. Your weather's bipolar. Yeah, I can tell. Doesn't know what it wants to be. One minute it wants to be hot. It's like a it's like a woman going to the change. One minute she has hot flashes. The next minute she's cold. The next minute I need a sweater. That was so terrible. That was bad. I apologize. I apologize. Well, since you've been a good sport, and we are still waiting for people to join, how about a reading? You game? I just continue talking while you're still typing. You're like, I wish this guy would just let me finish writing my reply first. All right, let's do a reading. We'll make it fun. Pick a bag. I have chocolate bag. I have the OG bag. And I have the peach bag. Is this the bag you want? What bag would you choose? What bag would you like? Brown, purple, or peach? And I'm sorry you can't see with the lighting. It's like pure shit over here. Peach is cool. Alright. Now, just because you see empty bags here doesn't mean the bottles are empty, okay? I just want to put that out in the universe. Just because the bags are empty doesn't mean the bottles are. Alright. Let's see. We're going to do 4 cards for you. Ready? So I'm shuffling the cards. I have 18 cards in this deck. And there are... Yeah! Oh yeah, 2 surges. Oh wow. You know what? Carrie, I need to talk to you off air. I need to see if you would want to participate in the program. You straight, hey, didn't we all? Now, Lovable Creations. I want to say welcome. I'm trying to remember your name. Hello, Shonda, right? Lovable Creations. Carrie, I'm gonna message you off air. I have a program coming up in January, and I think I want to invite you to be part of the program. It's gonna be a program about tarot. Shonda, yes, Shonda, I am doing a mini reading for Carrie, but Shonda, I know you've been in our lives before. If you would like to, and it's okay with you, I'd love to have you come up on camera so we can chit chat for a little bit. That's okay. All right, Carrie, you ready? 4 cards. I'm going to pick your 4 cards. Okay, Carrie? And Shonda, I did watch you live. I think it was a replay. It was awesome. Okay, cool. I'll message you for sure. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and I'm feeling this card. 4. Okay. Oh. Oh yes, Shonda, you're very welcome. Hey, you got 5 cards. You got 5 cards. Carrie, ready? First card, Carrie. The game is to make 5 points. You need to get 5 points. Shonda, think about it. I really would like to have you come up on video so we can talk for a little bit. I would really like to maybe talk about some of your products, some of your merch. First card. You got the bloody shit card. 0 points. This is a good card to get at the beginning, Carrie. So that's not a bad thing. It's a good card to get at the beginning. Second card. You get the 2 of penis, Carrie. This is 2 points. So you're already on the board with 2 points with the 2 of penis. See her eyes? Love her eyes. Baby blue for sure. Third card. You get to pick one more time. So I'm gonna pick one more card for you. This one jumped out at me and came up in the upright. This, you have no points. So you still got 2 points. Oh, next card, you got the pissed pussy. This is a -1 point, so you are down to 1 point. But we still have one more card to pick, remember? The last card is... Pick one more time. At perfect timing as Jordan joins. Look, Jordan, as Jordan joins. I'm giving a small reading. How are you, Jordan? So, Carrie, you got 2 more cards coming, okay? Ready? You're doing awesome? Hey, I love your new art, man. Dude, that one with the lava flow and Pele, and the new one I saw, I think you did a He'e, and there was another one I think you did. Shoot. What was it? I want to say like a mermaid or something like that. That was cool, man. Guys, if you aren't following, or if you are following Art by Jordan, go check out his new artwork that he put up. He posted the last couple days. Man, that one with Pele, I tell you, it's just it really touched me. It touched my soul, man. That was beautiful. Oh, a mermaid. Yes, a mermaid. You're very welcome, Jordan. You're very, very welcome. Man, that art was amazing. It was awesome. Even Grizz, she messaged me. She goes, so what's the significance of that woman, Pele? So I told her about it. She was like, wow, that's so cool. I was like, yeah. I said, go message Jordan. So, Jordan, just so you know, Grizz doesn't know yet. I don't know if she's going to see the replay. But I did share that artwork with her. So I sent it off yesterday. So she should be getting it sometime next week with a bunch of goodies for her family as well. But I sent off that print that you sent me. I wanted to share it with her. Okay, just thought I'd let you know, Jordan. She's gonna be so happy to see that. I didn't want to put a frame on it because of the glass, but hopefully she can pick up a frame and put it in there and put it up in her wall. She's gonna put it in her office, but she doesn't know it's coming. So that's cool. Shonda, if you're still around, I'd still like to have you come up. Next card, Carrie, 3 points. So now you're up at 4 points. 4 points. This came up in the upright. If it came up in the reverse, that would be a -3. But it came up in the upright, you got 3 points. Last card, you're at 4 points right now, Carrie. Last card. This is the card you want to get. This one trumps everything. This is the winner card. This gives you winning the game. So congratulations, Carrie. You won the game, and I might be looking for some merch for you to send you. I have some merch I think I can send you. We'll have to talk off air. But Shonda? Is Shonda still here? Jordan, how is your newborn, Jordan? Yeah, Shonda's still here. I'm sure you're like loving being a new dad, a dad again, I should say. Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. You're welcome. We'll have to talk off here. So good? Good. Healthy. Everybody's healthy, right? And have you... There she is.
Hi. Sorry, I was
Hey!
eating.
Oh my god, I caught you.
hmm
Miss Shonda, we're so relaxed here. If you want to eat while we're talking, you go right ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. I don't. On my business is something new I recently started.
Yes.
Um, I make custom items. Right when I say, um, like I make T-shirts. I make
Okay.
tumblers. I recently got tags in that I was telling
Yep, I
people
saw
about.
that.
Um,
Two
I can
boxes of
show.
them, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
But I got some new ones in today.
Oh,
So like
nice.
I got
You're
tags
welcome.
with they're not the same. They're
Oh,
different.
I see. Yeah, okay.
You know, so like I'll pull all these out. So like they circle tags,
Oh,
or
wow.
oval, or
Okay.
even like if you had a pet, t-shirt tags, the little house tags. you
Oh,
know,
yes. Okay.
things like
Yep.
that. Okay. I make them. I make like I said, I make t-shirts, I make tumblers, I do the tags, I make custom resin keychains itself. I got
Mm,
some of them too that I have made too. Hold on.
that's a lot of work.
I try to keep the stuff close to me. Yeah, yeah. So, like with my custom,
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that.
so I got different pieces of everything.
So that's resin then, yeah?
This
Right?
resin. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Very.
I haven't, I'm not gonna say I found one thing that I specifically like to
Mm-hmm.
just do over anything, but I do prefer arts and crafts, like, so that's why I dibble and dabble in a little of it all,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not gonna overwork myself where I don't where I can't do the things I want to do or I burn myself out. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna stick to the lanes that are the little stuff that I'm doing right now. I
Mm-hmm.
won't tell people that, like, I won't make certain custom things, or like if they look on my website and they see like pictures that I have up there,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a problem. I'll do them things, but you know how some people will be like, I can make everything. I can't. I'm not gonna tell nobody I can, because I can't. You know,
Mm-hmm.
everything sometimes is trial and error because I've not always did it before. This is
Mm-hmm.
something new. Like when I say new, I started this business this year.
Nice. Nice.
hmm So it's just
Was
something
it
new.
was it out of
Um,
necessity or something that you've always wanted to do? Hey, Jackie.
no, I started it because I wanted my kids to have something
I gotcha. Okay.
where, like, later on in life, it was something for them and not something for, like, I don't mind all these big, when I say big companies, like corporations that are all through, the national,
Mm-hmm.
international, things like that. I don't mind companies like that, but I didn't want my kids to feel like if mama leave this job or if mama gets sick, how do we survive? You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that they could have something that they could survive off of. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to tell you that I'm going to be the richest person off of this. I'm not going to tell you that my kids might even down the line be like, we don't want to do what she was doing. That's not our style. But if I stick to some basic things and just say it's t-shirts, that's easy to for them to print up and you can
Mm-hmm.
keep on moving. Because I got some, let's just say I got an 18-year-old right now who say he want to be a I think that was a ultra engineer, like for the space, like that,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And then I have a younger child that she wants to be a judge. So this custom craft and stuff that I say as a business might not never be nothing they want, but I just didn't want my kids to ever feel like if I did not succeed how I wanted to, they could not have something to fall back on as a plan.
So it's not a necessity for sure. What I see it is one, it's an inspiration for your children, and two, it's
hmm
making a legacy for them.
And making a
That's what you're
legacy
doing.
for them. And that's what
I
it
love
is.
it. I
Right.
love that.
It's not like, oh my God, I had this job of 50 years and now I need to bounce back. No, it's not like that. It's just I literally felt my kids needed something more where it's so many people who can learn finances, do finances, run businesses, and it's not always everything is going to be told to everybody, and I know that. But if I can help my kids better themselves and it don't take them to they 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, why not do something early enough to help them?
Right, right, right. And I mean, okay, so your oldest is 18, but that's
Now
still young enough.
my oldest is 25. I have an
25.
18-year-old and I have an 11-year-old. Okay.
So
So,
they're still at that impressionable age where they can
right,
learn something from mom and
right,
be, if mom can make it, and because she's passionate about making this business work for her and
right.
her creative energy and her positiveness and her willingness to go and do the uncomfortable things to make this
Mm-hmm.
business work. There's no
Right.
reason why I can't be a judge.
And
There's
that's
no
the
reason
thing.
why I can't be an
Right,
engineer for space. I
right.
can't. I love that.
And that's the thing. I just don't want my kids to feel like I said, I just want you to succeed. I don't care if you're in corporate world. I don't care if you own your own business. I don't care if you partner up with someone and y'all
Mm,
create businesses. I don't care if you are a cartoon designer. I don't care if whatever it is, the world is your opportunity, and I will tell you that. But I just want you to be able to build and be able to have the most that you can have out of life. You know, it ain't about all the, like I said, all the money in the world, because you can be happy and not have a penny in your pocket.
exactly. Exactly.
But at least if you notice certain things that might know, okay, well, I want to do this. And I'm just saying, say to plan on going on trips. And I'm talking about right in your own town. It won't be, well, we can't go on this trip this weekend because I don't have no money. Or
Mm,
it won't be, if I want to eat fast food this week, I can't do it because I didn't have any money, you know? So that was my thing. That's why I started this business, because I seen so many people during this time lose, like, okay, during COVID when it first started, so many people lost jobs, so many
yep.
people lost houses. I seen so many people who were starting businesses, but I wasn't for sure what I really wanted to do. I am a crafting person, like I said. I learned a lot of this stuff. I can see visually. Some things, yes, that resin, I did not know how to do that at all. Not at
Hmm.
all. Okay.
And those supplies aren't cheap. Those
No,
supplies are
they're not.
expensive. Yeah.
No, they're not. To get some things of that resin, just say if you talking about two, because you need two
Right. Two
bottles.
parts.
Okay.
Yes.
Two parts. So a gallon bottle and a gallon bottle, even though you're getting it double, sometimes some of the places that you going and the way things have went up and went up and went up,
Hmm.
just say two of them gallon bottles can be $75 by themselves.
Oh man.
By themselves. That's not including any glitter. That's not including any dye that you want in there. That's not including the little extra chains and charms. That's
Mm,
just the resin
just the
before I
epoxy. Yeah.
even pour it into a mold.
Yeah.
So yes, it, like I said, I learned a lot in this. It hasn't been a year yet, but in this year, I've learned a lot. I had, and when I say I've learned a lot, I created my own website. I didn't
Tell
have
me,
help.
Shonda, I'm
Mhm.
I'm taking notes as we go, so I would really love it if you could tell me some of the information. I want to jot it down so we can share,
Okay.
if that's okay with you. Let me have your website. What's
It's
your code name
W
again?
it's
Yep,
www dot lovable creations 123.com.
cool. 123. Good. I want to share that. That's why. Hey, Grizz, I think it's important that you've been in our lives enough. I've seen you a few times. You know what I like to do is feature creators from all walks of life, no matter what.
And I
And
thank you.
of course, I am a creator myself. I'm a different kind of creator. I did start out designing jewelry.
Okay.
You'll have to go way back in my Instagram, like 2015.
Okay.
But it is something that I found joy in, and there was at first there was an excitement of putting colors together, the inspiration of putting things together
Right.
and having this method. And I drew inspiration from everything in the world. I'm inspired by color a lot. That's how my pieces started to grow. And then it was just something that started as a hobby. And next thing you know, I got 10 people messaging me, hey, can I get some of that? Hey, I want some
Mm-hmm.
of this. And I did it just by word of mouth.
Right.
And I had wished that I had followed that passion and had someone who is doing what we're trying to do now and feature creators on something live like this and say, hey, take this and blast it out to everybody.
And
This is
that's
important.
right. And that's another thing that I do too. Even on my page, my business page.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that I see that is doing something for the community, it don't mean right here where I live. It
Mm-hmm.
mean anywhere. You could be in California. I know that you're in the states, but you're not in the states.
Mm-hmm.
It could be where you live. It could be Alaska. It could be Puerto Rico. I'm just saying, I feel like we should share. We, some people will tell you tag, share, support, comment under things because I might not be able to buy everything from everybody, but if I
Right.
can get the word of mouth out, like you
Exactly.
said,
Right.
that's the biggest thing.
And anybody who is in business understands this, that any type of free advertisement, any type of support, any type of promoting is
Helps
more
anyway.
valuable
Mm-hmm.
than you buying 100 items from me today.
So true. So true.
Because, like for us, like I said, my parents, they have their own business. So for us, it's like, it's nice to get the word out. At one point, the business was so big that it was too big for two people to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I came in and said, all right, let me help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take care of the business. And then pandemic hit. And then everything just went
Yeah.
closed down. It
Yeah.
changed life as we
For
knew it.
everybody. Right.
Exactly.
For
And
everybody.
we not only had to change the way we did things, but we had to change the way we actually live. How much food we buy, how much gas we put in our vehicles, how often do we leave the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Necessities was priority, and everything else came afterwards.
And that's how it is. Like right now, like how you saying, I I'm and I'm not using pandemic wise. I'm using that like I'm not the older generation, but I
Hmm.
came from a generation, yes, the internet was around, but the internet was not around like how it is now, where how like the kids scroll and you could be on the internet every day. So like how you were saying with my video, when I tell people like I have to get over the fear of sometimes going live,
Hmm.
it's because I wasn't through that generation like that to be like, let me just pick up and go live. Let me just pick up and go live. Let me just pick up and go. I'm not
Yep.
in that generational thing like that. Yes, I watch lives. I sit in lives. I do comment. I do things, but sometimes I'm not in the background because I'm just in the background not paying attention. I'm in the background because like I'm designing or I'm creating. Like I said, I have children. I may have to run out the room to pull dinner out. I'm trying to listen to all the conversations, but like I said, no matter what, I'm still the human being that I never had this social media right there smack dab in my face like that. So for
Hmm.
me to go live sometimes it's like, oh, can I do this today? Are my nerves gonna get the best of me? How do I get through this? And everybody be like, just do 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes that 15, 20 minutes gets the best of me.
Hmm. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd
Exactly.
be like, okay, I want to just do 5 minutes, but I have nice people like how you invited me on. I have people who will come in and they're willing to talk to me. And yes, I work through that fear, but to be like, I'm on the camera, that's the fear. It's not the talking. I can
Mhm,
do the talking. I'm
mhm.
good at that.
Yes, you are. I'm
But
figuring
that,
that out. Yes, you are.
right, but that on the camera part is the fear that I have.
So I'll share this much with you, and the people who really know me, and you're going to know this too, is I've never liked being in front of the camera. Not at all. Even when I was a small kid, I hated the camera. I never wanted to be in front of it. I always liked being behind.
Be
And
behind it. Hmm.
for me, that was my comfort zone.
Right.
This last couple of years has been the years for healing and putting things to rest that I held that had no purpose anymore. But it just took up space in my head, in my heart, in my soul, but it had no purpose. It served no purpose. And I needed to release that. I needed to get that out of my system. So it's been a very difficult healing journey for me. And my biggest fear was what we're doing right now. My biggest fear is when I log on every week. So I want you to listen because there's going to be a message for me. My testimony is going to be, my stories and testimony is going to be something that hopefully helps motivate you.
Okay.
You hear a lot of people say, I'm afraid of heights. What's the best way to get up your heights? Is go up high. Well, okay, maybe that'll work. I'm afraid of the water. What's the best way to get over that fear and get on the water? Well, again, maybe that'll work. But you can't shock your soul or your heart or your mind to automatically get over the fear because not everybody has that survival instinct that
Right.
will get you through. Okay, now I can deal with heights. We don't all
Right.
have that survival instinct. Some of us are a little bit more, it takes a little bit longer, like me. It takes a little bit longer. And inch into it, inch into it, inch into it. And I used to go on live on another platform for about 3, maybe 5 years total. But I did it with alcohol all the time. I had alcohol all the time. And it made it so that I could come on. But the product I was giving wasn't the real me. The person that people were seeing on Periscope wasn't the real me
And see,
because
that's
I
what
was
I
still
was gonna,
hurting.
and
I was
that's what
still
I was
hurting.
gonna say.
Right.
I dealt with Periscope and
Okay. So
say
you know it.
right. So if you looking at that and you looking at how harsh some people could be, and I'm not
hmm
saying I was always on camera, but if I see how harsh you could be to people, and then now you talking about we going farther and further, and you got some of these bigger platforms, it puts a damper for me to be like, I don't know how I can go live like this.
So this is why for me, Instagram is the perfect place.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll be comfortable. I've tried Twitch. I
Okay.
tried other live streaming, live me. I got invited to do some other streams. For me, it just didn't feel right. It just wasn't home. I like the intimate groups like we have every week. At the end of the day, I look at the statistics and say, man, we had 38, 40 people in the room. Unbelievable. But what helped me to get past that fear of being in front of the camera is actually sitting with myself and asking myself, is this something that you really want to do? Because you keep saying, asking myself, I want to create this community. I want to create the community. And I want to create it in the image that I have and present a product and have great people like yourself, Shamba, like Jordan, like Grizz, like Annie who just joined, like Carrie who was with me for a few minutes when nobody else was. I want to create the community. So I got to step up and do the things that's going to make me feel uncomfortable. And it started with 5 minutes at a time. I would practice 5 minutes at a time. What do I want to say in 5 minutes? I write my notes, and they got to the point where I don't need notes. I know what I want to get across. And if I just speak authentically, if I speak what's in here and not what's necessarily on here, people are going to see that. People are going to
Right.
know it. It's like Jordan's art by Jordan. When he does his work, he sits there and he toils with it, changes it, makes it the way he wants it to have his final product. And then the fear of an artist is putting that out into the world for everybody else to see. I wonder if people are going to like it. AIM readings, when she does her readings every single morning, she does mini readings. Shonda, I'm going to invite you to go watch her readings.
Okay.
It's absolutely perfect every day.
Okay.
She's got the perfect energy for you.
Okay.
Absolutely perfect energy. And when she does her readings every morning, she has to wonder, man, I know the reading is right. I know the message is right. I know spirit is right. But will people really resonate with my readings? Like you with your products and your merch you're coming out with. I like it. I like the keychains. I like the resins, the colors. I like the ideas, the creativity. But do I think other people will like it? Oh, I don't know. Sometimes we become our own obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we trip our own selves up.
Yeah.
I still do it every now and then. Sometimes when I press the button to go live, I'm like, did I really want to do that? No. But am I going to? Yes.
And I've learned that too. Like I said, it's not. I guess because, like I said, it's not even always the fear. Because I'll go in a room, I know I have to give up. You cannot take to say, okay, if somebody ain't came in 1 minute, it don't mean that somebody won't come. I've
Right.
had to overlook that too, okay?
Right.
Because that's the fear sometimes. Some people will be like, well, nobody didn't come, I'm finna get off.
Right.
I'll sit there. Even if it look like I'm looking away or I'm doing things, I'm just waiting to
The
try
eye
to
is always
see.
on the screen. You're
Right,
wondering,
to
okay,
eventually
right,
see,
I
did
got you.
somebody
I
come
see it.
in so I can speak to them? Even if it's somebody I don't know. Hello, speak, press the wave button, do different things, right? But
Mm-hmm.
my thing is like how you said sometimes, my fear be not that
Am
if,
I going to be accepted? Your fear is, are you
yes,
going to be accepted?
right.
So
It ain't that,
here's your answer. Here's your answer, Shonda. And you're right, Jordan. Fear is the mind killer. It is. And some of us, like me, sometimes I don't like changes. I don't like abrupt changes. I need to be eased into a change. I've always been that way. I don't like changes abruptly. It throws my whole energy off. Okay? But going back to, am I going to be accepted? I'm going to tell you the key to being a creator that is mindful of her work or his work and not giving a damn about whether I'm going to be accepted or not.
okay,
People they don't invest in the product. People invest in people.
okay,
I know I felt your energy. I've seen your energy. I've seen you in a room before. I think I wanted to reach out to you. I apologize if I didn't, but I really wanted you to be on what we're doing tonight.
okay,
To get your face out there and say, this is Shonda. Everybody, let me introduce Shonda to you. She's the creator here on Instagram. We met a few times. Well, we didn't meet, but she was part of our live a few times. I know she's in the background, and I know I see her comment, and I know she's already looking at a lot of my posts. The best way you can be as a creator is to not give a damn whether or not people are going to like what you're doing. They don't invest in your product. They invest in the person.
okay,
When you jump on the live, the best you can be is yourself. If you're loud, you're funny, you're always giggling, if you're always scratching your head, if you're always doing this little ticks and everything like that, but it's you authentically, people are going to be drawn to that. I don't remember her name, but she had the best laugh. I don't remember her name. I know it started with the S, but man, she made us laugh so much with her ability to speak about her work and things that, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable, really. I was trying to make this piece, and this piece just fucked up. It messed up for me. I
I
apologize for the
have.
language.
No, no,
I
no. I
apologize for the
have.
language.
Listen, I have. I've made some pieces, and I have a piece, and I promise you, I keep this piece very close all the time. Okay,
But
I've had
see,
a piece.
that
Okay,
that's what people like. So Shonda, people like to see they're invested in
I
people. They're not invested in the products.
right. I'm a
That's
human
what
being.
you're gonna help you. It's gonna help you to get move forward. Is having people invest in who you are. Let them know. Let them get to know you, even if it's just a little at a time. This is me. I'm Shonda. I'm a creator. Thanks for being here. And next time you go on, I create this. I had a blast creating this. I messed this one up. I fucked this one up really bad.
Yeah,
But look how good this one turned out.
that's what I'm saying. Like I said, over there, I want to say year time, I've learned a lot. I've did a lot. I've everything that I do when I say like this is not gonna be perfect.
Hmm.
It will be as perfect as it can be, but when we see some things and then people be like, well, why it couldn't be like this? A machine might have made that. I'm doing this by hand. So
Hmm.
some things are not gonna be, and I'm just saying, say like that resin. I live in the South. So sometimes, yeah,
The weather's
everything
terrible. Yeah.
right.
Yep.
1 minute is
Affects it.
cold, 1 minute is hot. So if I'm using that resin and say I'm used to every day it's been 80 degrees outside, my temperature has been set a certain way in my house, and then this day, no, the temperature goes to 100 degrees, that air conditioned temperature is gonna fluctuate, so that resin might not cure the way it's
Hmm.
supposed to. Yes, can I fix it? Yes, I can. But that's something that I had to learn how to do. I didn't
Hmm.
I didn't never know how to do this. Like I said, this is something that I'm a visual person. I can visually see something and I could be like, I think I can remake that. And not have like certain directions for certain things. I literally can sit there and be like, I think I can remake that. But some things, no, I need the directions because, like I said, that wrestling, you need part this, part that. You need a certain temperature for the outside, a certain temperature for the
Hmm.
inside. You don't want that resin while it's curing sometimes in direct sunlight. You don't want it so far where it get too cold. So, like you said, I've learned, but that life is my fear. It's just my
Yeah.
fear. And I
Yeah.
just don't I want to do everything in my power to get over it. I took a lot this summer to try to be accountable for a lot of things that I was doing. Well, like how I told people, I know how to tell people sorry now if I do something that might offend them. I know how to, if I offended you, to try to, be mindful not to do that anymore. I did some soul searching. I'm trying to be accountable. And yes, that life is being accountable for a business person. But
Yeah.
it's just a bad fear that I don't know how to get over it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna happen overnight. If
Right.
if we've had this this fear that we've been living with for most of our lives, it's not the easiest thing to get over. It's not the easiest thing to say, I'm going to do it. And we've talked about this before. Some of us don't like that abrupt change. Some of us aren't the type to say, I'm going to do it because I can. But maybe what might help you is finding someone to come alongside with you, like a partner, to just sit with you in your life. And even if it's just you and that one person, it's good practice.
Yeah. And that's probably what it is. I probably do need somebody sometimes to sit with me because see, I could do good for say like, and I'm not gonna say the whole 30 days, but say for like 15 days, I might do real good. But
Yeah,
them last
sure.
15 days, some might be like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. It could be the weather outside. It don't mean personally like I was down myself to not. I could be like, it's cold. I really don't want to get on live today. Because say like I want to do a live outside. It's cold. I'm not gonna get on live today. And before I knew it, I done had 4, 5 days that then went by where I did not go live.
I hear spirit saying something. And Spirit is saying that you put a lot of creativity and thought into your product, no matter what it is. You do maybe some research, you do some background looking, maybe use some YouTube videos to figure out I want to create this. I'm going to figure out, like you said, how to do it. I'm going to do my work, do my research, find out where I can get the product. So you put a lot of that time and effort and that energy into creating merch. But you're forgetting about the most important merch of all, Shonda. The most important product, Shonda. That energy that you use to create your amazing pieces. And I've seen them. I've looked onto your Instagram posts that you've done.
Mm-hmm.
They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They are amazing.
Thank you.
And the energy you put into creating that, the thought behind it, it doesn't happen overnight.
No.
But you get excited when you say, I have this in mind, I want to create it.
Yeah.
And when it comes to fruition, you're like, damn it, this is what I've
Yeah.
been trying to create. It's in my
Yeah.
head, and you get that excitement.
Oh.
But
And
when it
then
comes to the most important product, Shonda, that's the excitement you need.
and
That's the excitement you need. I want to create Shonda to be the most authentic because you have that gift of talking to others. I can hear
okay.
it. You do have that gift. You have a beautiful heart. I can see Spirit is showing you have a beautiful heart. You're a very
Thank
giving person. You're a very giving person.
I
You
try
don't
to
you don't
be.
ask for anything. No, I think you don't realize how much you bless people without even asking for anything in return.
I try to be. I really do. I really do. Like I said, I had to do a lot of accountability. And even before this accountability, I tried to do a lot of accountability because, like I said, I was to the point that not that I wanted to stop my business, but I was just like, how can I make this business better? How can I do things? You know, I got kids that are looking up to me. I don't care if you're 45 years old, you're still my child. You might
Mhm.
need my help. But like how you saying, I always felt like, okay, if I put my business out there, and I'm saying like the product for the business, but I hear a lot of people always say, well, you're a part of the business too. But then like I said, that fear is in my head. But I look in some cases, when we had these big businesses, right? I know they were small, and I know that in the beginning they probably had to get out there too. But when I see like these big businesses, but then I have to take it as like this. I do see advertisement for them. You see, if I get on live, I'm advertising for myself and I'm advertising for my business. I'm gonna put it like that. But when I see like, and I'm saying like, I don't want to use somebody that I know that is passed away, but just say like, if we're using Walmart, I don't see Walmart family members, let's just say, because I know that man has passed away, the original person who made Walmart. But it's not like I see Walmart family members. But then now, thinking about this, talking to you, I do see advertisement for Walmart because that's why it's on TV. That's why it come in newspapers. That's why it's up on IG. But I've always, when I thought that, when I say this, when I think about it, I feel like the product is what's selling, not me. But I've heard, you're not the first person who done told me this, and I know people in your audience probably gonna tell me the same thing too. But I just felt like I wasn't the I'm the seller, but I'm not what needs to be shown or represented. It's the product that needs to be shown and represented. But a lot of people would tell me, no, it's both, or it's you to make sure that the product can be sold and represented.
So let me ask you, why do you think corporations, big corporations, they hire Hollywood stars to be a part of the promotion? Why do you think they get hired?
I never even thought, listen, and I'm
Because
not trying.
because
Hey, Stacy.
because the face is what matters.
And
People like it. Remember, I said people like investing in people, not the
I
product. The
listen.
product is a necessity. It's the end goal. But in
What
order to get a return client, is you need the investment, and people invest in the person, not the
I'm
product.
I'm getting it. Okay, when I say I'm getting it now, you know what I'm saying? Not that I wasn't getting it when people were telling me things, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna go online more. But like I said, I will drop off. I'm getting
Hmm.
I'm getting the things that I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm getting this because like I said advertisement. Walmart
Hmm.
do advertisement, because some people will be like, why do I have to show myself? Walmart don't show themselves, but Walmart do, because they're on the TV when or they're on, the newspaper comes to your house, or you see the IG ads, or you see the TikTok ads. But like I said, just so Periscope put a bad damper.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
A
You're still in
bad,
Periscope mode. You're
okay,
still in Periscope mode. So business, any business, and anybody who's in the room can comment about this. Business is about supply and demand. That's a business. Walmart has multiple supplies because there's multiple demands. But if you notice, it is so um, it's almost robotic. I need a shoes. I'm gonna go to Walmart because it's cheap. I get my shoes. I come out. Oh, I need the socks now. I'm gonna go get some socks. I buy the socks and I come home and I got my socks. So it's almost just like a robot.
right,
What makes your business different, and Stacy as well, because you know what
right,
she does, right?
right, right.
It's more custom. It's more intimate.
Eh,
It's more of a I want to create something that's going to speak to who you are, Shonda, because you deserve it. I think this would be a beautiful color to work with, a beautiful gem to work with, because this represents your energy and who you are, Shonda. It's more personalized. And that's what people want. They want to be personalized. People love to be recognized. People love to be included. People love to have things that represent just themselves. And you can give them that with your products.
And that's the things I have to work on, because like I said, never running a business, never seeing some family members who have did this, or like if they were running businesses, they weren't running businesses like this. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
okay, let's go bid on this corporation job, and if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we move on to the next thing. So
Mm-hmm.
some of these things are so new to me. Yes, that fear is there. Do not think
Mm-hmm.
that I will not try to break through it. I do go live, and that's what somebody was telling me. And my thing, that a lot of the times I will go live, I can have a decent video, but before I know it, I've been like, I'm finna take this video away. You're not gonna see it anymore. It's
Mm-hmm.
gone. And it could be, I literally could have talked about my product for 15 minutes, right? Yeah, I probably need to snip it, because I did change the fact, you know what I'm saying, where I'm not talking about my product. But even if not, because it's not always, like you said, something can change the vibe where maybe I knew I was only going to talk about my product for 15 minutes, but it'll be okay. I need to hide this. I'm not going to let this stay out. And like, I mean, I can literally have the video out there for 24 hours, and then I'll wake up and be like, archive this video. It no longer need to be up there. Well, I made a video today, and at first I was like, I'm gonna archive this video. I'm not gonna leave it up, because I moved around and you seen too much of my background. But then the person who was in my room the day before just kept saying, and like how you were saying, just keep going live. Don't worry about what's in, where she was trying to get to say, don't worry about what's in your background. Don't archive. Don't take the video down. Just keep leaving the videos up
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of background stuff for people. Unless I blur the background out, you're gonna see my background no matter what. You're gonna see it. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's you got your own like little business space or if you're in your little shed, you're gonna see the stuff around people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I have to move. It's not even the background stuff sometimes. It's just like I said, I I wasn't that person always, and I'm using Periscope as the example. I would do audio. I wasn't always on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my thing. I don't mind doing it, but I don't want to be well if I'm trying to show product and then I'm not on the screen
So
or
let me see if we can make a suggestion. Let me see if my suggestion makes sense.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Stacy,
I,
hi
in,
Stacy.
in, instead of doing every video being one to sell a product, every now and then pop one in and say, "Hey guys, it's Shonda. Just wanted to see if you guys are having a great day. I got
And
some
that's
exciting stuff coming up." And that way, it's not just about a product that you want to provide for these people, but it's, "Hey, I'm here. I'm a person, like you said.
right.
I'm
And
human."
that's what I told somebody that I think that I might try to do. I'm not gonna say right now for the I'm gonna try to be, I'm not gonna say every day. Okay. My suggestion to me was to try to take one day, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to do 2 days a week. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to do between 20 to 30 minutes between Instagram and TikTok, right? So it's like an hour out the day. If it's talking about product for one video, like my business, new stuff I got in, different modes, and then the next video, say later on for that second day, it'll just be to just talk about the world, children, myself, how everybody doing on IG. But like I said, that camera thing really do have
Shonda,
me like,
I have a
can I
suggestion.
just cover up?
So
Yeah.
you know
Go ahead,
how
Stacy.
I go live, and like when I first started, I just mostly had the camera pointed down. I quickly adapted to where I was using the software and had the dual camera. But you like my I think just a suggestion, but if you went live to where the camera was pointed down while you're making your product, while you're doing your product, and just have your regular conversation, I'll come in there, shoot me a text, like you have my number, so like
Okay.
shoot me a text. And so because
Okay.
I miss a lot on IG, but I'll come in and just hang out with you, and like then it's just hanging out, but people are getting to see your product be made.
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a lot of people came into my
Right.
lives because they really love seeing stuff made. Like they really, it's a soothing live for people.
Right.
And then if if you just have either like fun, lighthearted conversation or deep conversation, like a lot of my stuff went pretty damn deep, where we were really supporting each other through some tough things in life.
Right.
But just I mean, I think that would be really great, because then that removes the element of the intimidation of the camera being on you. People are getting a like
Right.
people love watching things being made. They really do. Yeah.
Great idea, Stacy. Absolutely great idea.
I'm gonna have to clean my workstation up a little better.
Oh, we just created another problem for you now.
No, that ain't no. It's not a bad problem. It's just the way. Okay, I'm on an iPad right now, but like the way I have it when I'm doing lives, I do it off my phone, but my workstation just have, and it is not a problem for people to
Yes.
see, because now I'm truly working. but it's just a little tight section. And I just want to make sure that if I'm focused on moving something or doing something, I don't, the camera
Mhm.
shift or something like that. I ain't trying to be funny. Some people will tell you, well, I was creating and I didn't have on no pants today. No, I have on pants, but I'm just saying, I don't want the phone to fall and then it's on the floor or you're under the
Hey,
table.
hey, hey, first of all, if you're creating and you have no
Right.
pants on, you're on the wrong platform. They have platforms for that, okay? And it's not on
I'm not
Instagram.
gonna lie, I have to have pants on sometimes. They couldn't see. Hey.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I'm just saying, it's not like you could tell it's a workspace because, like, if you look,
Yes.
it's a workspace. It's truly
Sure.
a
Sure.
workspace, but
Sure.
it's just not the.
Here. I'll make you feel good. This is my workspace while I'm here. Look at my workspace. You see it? Toilet paper here to blow my nose. I got my daily vitamins over here.
Like I
What else?
said,
I got breath mints over here. What else you want to? Oh, I got a little flower somebody gave me today.
you
What else you
know,
want to look at? Oh, I got Pepto Bismol in the big bottle. Hey, you know what? It's a
that's
freaking
what I'm
workspace.
saying. So it's not like I'm saying like you can't see. You can see it all. I wouldn't, because it's a workspace. So if
But
you
people, but people are investing in Shonda. They want to buy your product when they invest in you, Shonda. And by Stacy saying there's another option by pointing down at your workspace, well, damn it, that's a great option.
yeah,
It is.
yeah,
And while you were speaking to Stacy, I had this mind blowing idea. We're gonna add you to our community chat.
okay,
So there's regular people who like to come in and out, or people we had as guests in the past, or people that are close to us that we feel like it would make a good fit for the community. When you have this idea, hey, I want to do a 30-minute live, I'm going to show some new products, put it in the group chat. That's why it's there. So
okay,
people know and we can join. And honestly, if I have time, I try and join as much as I can.
right.
My time is split up between 3 homes right now. So it's kind of
It's
difficult.
it's tight.
But,
I get it.
but in order for me to have people join in our lives when we join, I have to reciprocate and make sure I am there to support them in their lives. But you're going to be part of this community now, Sean.
Okay.
Shoot it
Like
in
I said,
there, and
I'm
like
gonna get
Stacy
over
said,
it.
text her.
I'm gonna get
You will
over it.
because you have creators in our community. You have artists in our community. You have people like Stacy, who's an amazing person. She's one of my best friends. She's such
Aw,
an awesome mom for sure,
thank you.
and a creator and a friend you can lean on. Shoot us that message in the group chat. Text her and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go on live. 30 minutes. Can somebody come sit with me?" And damn it, you know what? I'll probably give you my phone number later. If you need somebody to come sit with you for at
Hmm.
least 5, 10 minutes, I'll come and sit with you. Because
Yeah.
if I really want to be true to my word about forming or creating this community and being supportive of others, and I want people to be supportive
I'm
of me,
muting
then
her.
I'm going to do the same for you.
I got.
And I thank y'all. I thank y'all so much. Because, like I said, I know that's my fear. I know that's my fear. The other stuff about researching or where to find the cheapest things, and I'm not saying cheapest things, but to find companies who will continue to sell to you that won't be so overpriced, that's not a problem. My biggest fear or my biggest thing is, like I said, I had somebody reach out about the international shipping just in case if I wanted to ship internationally, and then to get on this camera every day or get on the camera is, if I put a thing out there saying I want to do, twice a week, that's my thing.
Yeah, a lot of it, especially if we're our own creators, and Stacy and Jordan can comment on this. Jordan, if you want to, or Stacy, you can chime in at any time. Okay, Stacy. Um, a lot of it is being familiarizing yourself and your products with the community, um, with your target.
Yeah.
You know, and if this week I only want to talk about this epoxy or this resin keychains, and I could use some help. I mean, put it out. Let the community help decide. I want to try and do something like this. What do you guys think? Do a poll, because Instagram. Oh my God, Instagram will let you do polls like that. That way, you get more people now. Okay, I'm familiarizing myself with Shonda. Hey, are you going to go live again this week? Really like to see some of your new products. Pretty soon, you're going to
Yeah,
find out
and
that's
it
happening.
just takes time too, Shonda. Like
You know,
it is hard to
it
start.
does.
It
It
is.
does.
It's hard. It's intimidating. And you remember,
Yeah.
like Marcel. You remember Marcel,
Yeah.
and one of the best things that he taught me was, and you'll probably remember, is when there's no one in the room, you talk like the room is full because there will be the replay and people will
Yep.
pop in at some point. They don't
Yep.
like they.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so, because they feel like they have to,
Right.
Right.
and then that can.
Yeah. Right.
No, I get it. I do get it because, like I said, I've had people who popped in. I spoke to them just like, because I knew they was just popping in to support. I spoke. If they left, they left. You know, no, I might not start right in the beginning sometimes talking because, like I said, I'm giving a little time for the room to warm up, but I'll talk in the room. It's no problem. If people have to
Yeah.
leave, I'll talk in the room. It's just sometimes being on that camera is what it
So
gets
what's
me.
the
It do.
what is the situation with on Periscope? There's some comfort in that.
Uh, ever since ever since IG went to Meta, they're really big on copyright stuff. So
Right.
they can shut down your live if you're
Okay, so
playing something in the back that
that
has
when
copyright.
that
Yep.
all sorts of free music out there that's um
Yep. Yep.
so yeah um sorry, I'm just
Hmm.
getting the puppy settled.
You know what is good, Shonda? Especially if you're going to start doing the type of live streams that I'm thinking of that Stacy used to do. What really works in the background is like meditation music. It's just real
Okay.
mellow, soft music. It keeps the mood really even keeled, the energy really even keeled. And the only person that changes that energy is you.
Okay.
Because people will jump into their room going, man, this room is cool. You hear the music? It's like I feel like I'm in a spa. You know, there's mellow music playing in the background. Oh, I wonder what she's creating. And you're just doing the work and
Mhm.
ASMR or whatever you call it and doing your work and creating and you show it to the camera. What do you think about this, guys? Oh, let's change it up a little bit and we'll go again and do it again. You got this real good vibe in the room. People are going to remember that.
Yeah.
And you know, I need to go back into it. I had the best time. And not every live has to be like that. Sometimes
No.
you can get
No.
on and say, guys, come have a
Right.
drink with me. I'm gonna have some whiskey. Come grab your bottle of whiskey. Let's go talk shit and let's go gossip and
Luca,
all that good stuff.
Right. That's why I say every scope is not going. I shouldn't say scope. Every broadcast is not going to
right,
be
yeah.
about my product, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like I said, I could have been intentionally come on to talk about my product. And near the end, just say if I end up for an hour, it don't mean near the end I'm still talking about product. I know that. I just know somebody had told me that, like, if you're gonna do a product video, focus that just for the product, right? And then if you want to do videos, because I was telling, like I said, I've been battling this for a couple of months. Okay. So somebody was just telling me, like, if you're going to go live 2-3 times a week, then do them other broadcasts for just whatever you want to do. Don't talk about no product. Come on, ask how people doing. How can I support y'all? What do I need to do to help, you
Mhm.
know, get the word out for something for you? But still, if you're going to do a day, just focus one day on your product. I mean, you can do other days, but they was just saying focus that one day specifically on product. Like, hey, I got these new tags in. You know, I'm gonna print on them, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show everybody what this test print look like. Like how you said, maybe put a vote out there like, hey, what would y'all like for me to see to print on that test one? And when I come back such and such day, I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Yeah,
That's what I,
I'm gonna be making new Christmas tags. Should we
right,
make these naughty tags or nice tags?
right, like that.
You know, something
And
like
then
that, and put a poll out. But it's it's the way that you're understanding it, the way that this other person is talking to you. My opinion is, I think it's a good way to have one day specifically just for product.
right,
And like, and I'll always go back to people invest in people. People
right,
invest in the person, not the product. You want these people to see that there's also this human aspect to it, to you, to Shonda, and not just the
It's really
salesperson,
about building
Shonda.
right,
trust.
right.
She, yes,
Yeah.
it's about building trust. You want to build that relationship,
Hmm.
that connection with your buyers, with your potential buyers. You
Okay.
know what, guys? I had such a fun time tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about naughty and nice tags. We're going to either have naughty sayings on
I'm
these
always
tags or
gonna go for
nice
the
sayings
naughty,
on
by
these.
the
So
way.
what should we do? Help me out. Of course you are. Of course you are. You got on a live stream without pants, Stacy. What are you talking about? Oh my god, I gotta
Well,
edit this shit out. Oh my god.
well, then, Stacy, I guess I'm gonna go for the
Yay!
naughty
Naughty
twos.
for the
Hold on.
win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh,
for the
good.
naughty two. Hold on.
No, wait. You're not okay. Never mind.
No, 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 no,
I,
no, no, no,
I, I was
no,
like, I can't put this on YouTube now. I
no,
can't.
no, 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 not nothing bad like that.
Okay, okay.
Hold on. It's gonna be
It's
a. It's
naughty, but
truly
it's
gonna be
kind of
a
nice.
T-shirt. It's gonna be a
Good.
T-shirt. But the reason why I say I'm gonna go for the naughty is because
Oh,
it's gonna
nice.
say.
Have a nice day.
Have a what?
This
I'm
is have a
sorry.
nice
The comments
day,
are
but
there. I
he's
can't
flipping
see.
it off, giving you a flip off.
Have a.
I know, me too.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
That's
So
cool.
that's why I said I'll go for the naughty. Now I got other shirts that are printed and they're not like that. Okay, they're not like that. But when I seen that, I said,
Hmm.
"Oh, this has to go on a shirt. It cannot not go on a shirt." Like I said, I have some other ones that are not like that. That are not like that. But then, because like I said,
Oh yeah, I like that. That's awesome.
you know, okay. But I have to be like, I guess, like Stacy, because some days that a little parrot or that little bird or that little angel
Hmm.
and devil be on my thing. Like,
Hmm.
which way you gonna go
Yep.
today? Are you gonna
No,
be nice or are you gonna let that
Shonda,
naughty side out?
that is just still too nice for me. I'm gonna give you my interpretation of naughty. Ready?
Okay.
All right, here you go. Stacy, I know you're gonna love this one. Question. We're gonna be naughty tonight because it's naughty time. Okay, it's naughty o'clock, so we're gonna be naughty.
Okay.
What's the best part about fingering a gypsy
Oh my
while she's
gosh.
on her period?
Um, I can't think of a thing.
Okay,
Oh
you
my
get your palm
god.
read
Oh
for
my
free.
god. You're
That's naughty.
so bad.
That's
Okay.
naughty.
Okay.
Okay.
Shonda's like,
Okay.
That, by the way, that is from the purple bag. By the way, that's pick a
Okay.
bag tonight. All right,
Like I
that's
said,
what you call naughty.
you know, like I said,
But this is Shonda. Let me go back a little bit. So when I first started Periscope, I loved trivia.
okay.
And I used to go on and ask trivia questions and have fun. And then it just became like so out of hand. Honestly, I would have like 300 people in my life, and everybody wanted to play trivia.
You're right.
And those were the days. But of course, I was throwing back whiskey like it was nothing
mhm.
because I was hiding something. My depression, I was hiding my anger and my energy. But for me, this is releasing it out on
Right.
camera. But the whole world was watching me. Would I do that now? But it started out with cards like this, simple cards like this, homemade cards. I had over 3,500 cards that I made with different pictures of trivia games that we used to play on live, and I would give away prizes from Hawaii and coffee and snacks and goodies and send them off, and I had the best time. Now you think about people who on Twitch and the kind of setup they have. For me, when I wanted to go on Twitch and you see my background, I'm not a Twitcher. I'm not somebody to go on Twitch. It's intimidating to be on. Even in when I was at my house with all my bottles behind my glasses behind me, it's still I felt almost inadequate to be there. So I understand the fear. I get it. I get it. That's why I believe Instagram is a really good place for us to practice, to get
Yeah.
comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
There's been 5 people in a room. Maybe I think we went up to 8 at one point in the room. That's still a very small, intimate group. But
Yeah.
I'd rather have that where everybody's participating than to have 300 and I can't keep up and I can't
Oh,
make the connection with
oh,
people in the room.
oh no.
No,
If I had 300 people, let me not say that. Let me not say that.
no,
Cause
you can't. You
I
can't.
do.
I want 300 people in my room,
Right.
Shonda.
I really would love for 300 people because that makes people recognize me, people like me. I know out of that 300 people, just say 50 would automatically come back all the time.
Right, right.
But if you saying that's 300 people, yes, that's potential orders, that's things like that. But to constantly have 300 people in my room, I think that first one or two broadcasts, I've been to stop that thing and everybody be like, what happened? What went on with IG? Because I would be so shocked that it's 300 people
Sure.
sitting in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the numbers until I started to see because I would scope 3 times a week sometimes. And in the beginning it was 5 people. And it became 10. Then at one time it jumped up to 200. And all of a sudden I think the most I had in one of my and I think I downloaded it somewhere on my computer, but um I think I had over 890 people in my live. And it was
At
when
one
I
time.
was drinking
Wow.
at one time. I was drinking a shot every time somebody came into the room. I was drinking a shot. I think I
Holy
went through like
shit.
6 bottles of whiskey and white lightning on school. Was I the best me then? No. Was I fun? Yeah. Did people have fun? Yeah, but what did they take away from that? almost 890 people. I want to say at least half thought I was an alcoholic. The other half thought I was just too naughty and raunchy. And I mean, I wasn't
Mhm.
vulgar or anything like that, but I was all about having fun. And the
Yeah.
alcohol just really made me funner. But was I putting out the best me then?
Yeah, no, that's
No.
just a
Am I ashamed of it? No,
it's part of the
because
journey.
that was
No,
part of my journey. That
that
was
was
part of
your
my journey.
journey. And then, like how you said, you'll have so many people who, if they really cared about you enough, they would have tried to how to reach out to you and be like, "Come on, let's just
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
broadcast where you not
Right. But
drinking when they in the
that's
room."
what I was remembered by.
Hmm.
That's the image, the impression I left on everybody was, man, you got to go back in your scope. He talks about trivia, but he gives the wrong answers because he's drunk all the time. But
Yeah.
he's got the best jokes, and I even created a spin the wheel thing. I made my own by hand. We did a spin the wheel, and you have to choose what's on that wheel or whatever comes up. And I mean, it was fun, but it wasn't
Hmm.
who I wanted people to see.
Right. Yeah.
And towards the end of that, when I got into a relationship that went really bad, uh, I ended up trying to find answers, and then I met other people, and then I met Stacy. I started following a different community, and I started to see, you know what? This
Hmm.
could be where I could find the answers that I need. This could be where I could find the person I need to be, and I've always wanted to be,
Yeah.
but I've
Yeah.
always put that off. And I mean, there's still a work in progress for me, but looking back at what I used to be even 3 years
No, but
ago,
isn't
I
that
really like this
amazing when
person.
you find the people that
And I,
make you feel safe enough to want to be yourself, you
yeah,
know?
Yeah.
of course, of course.
Or the
And that's
people.
why I
Hmm.
go ahead, Shonda. Go ahead, go ahead.
Or
I'm sorry.
even like how she was saying, the people that when you step out of your comfort zone,
Hmm.
that still be there for you.
Yeah,
You know.
no matter what.
Right.
No matter what.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me now, it's the connections I've made, not in front of the camera, but the connections
Right.
I've
Yeah.
made
Hmm.
outside of the camera, off camera.
Yeah.
For me, I hold that
Very.
valuable, very valuable. And I've got some great people who I can communicate with. I can talk to Jordan, Stacy for sure, Grizz, who was my original partner when we first started out back in June. Jade Tiger is her Instagram handle. But Stacy's right. When you find that community, when you find your circle of friends where you can be so comfortable with yourself
Yeah.
and love who you are, and just be who you are, be authentic, whether you're broken in pieces or you shine like a gold coin. People
Yeah.
want to see that. People are
The
interested.
authenticity.
And
They
that's so
are.
that's true. I'm not gonna tell you it's not. That's true. That's why I said I wouldn't care if they
Yeah.
say my workspace because
Hmm.
it's my workspace. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? I wouldn't
Yes.
care. Look, I've gotten to the point where I told somebody this and they was looking at me like, I can't believe she said that. But I told somebody this. I'm at the point, like seriously, I'm at the point you can literally gossip about me, wouldn't bother me. I'm at the point that you could be mad at me, it wouldn't bother me. I'm at the point where even if you're on the verge of blocking me, I want you not to block me. I want you to get on live and I want you to talk about me. If it's good, bad, ugly, whatever, just don't block me because the simple fact, everybody is curious. So if you block me, it takes
Right.
longer for people to find me,
Yeah.
and I want them to find me.
Hey, let me just say this. If they blocked you, it means you did something right.
Yeah.
Because they're uncomfortable
Yeah.
with that, with that, whatever you did. If they
There
block
you
you, you
go.
did something right. Whether
They-
they agree or not, you did something
right.
right.
And I'm not saying they're not gonna block me, but I'm just saying y'all know that it be some people who be like, I'm gonna do story time and I'm gonna tell you about this girl. Well, if I ever get into a story time, and I'm not saying the people we might follow, but if y'all hear my name come up and I don't know I'm blocked, ask the person to unblock me so that the people who are falling into this story time can go
You're
find
in
me easier.
a place of self love, and that is it's what we
Yeah,
strive to
yeah,
reach when when we
yeah.
reach that point. It's just a beautiful thing, you know.
I'm at this point where when family members tell me like, hey, such and
Hmm.
such, it's okay with me.
Yeah,
If that's what they want to do, it's okay with me. They don't want
unbothered.
me around, it's okay. I'm good. But I'm to the point sometimes I just want to tell some of the family members, stop telling me what they. I
Yeah.
know it can happen. I know I want to live in the truth and I want to know that they're saying this. But sometimes I'm just at the point now, like I
Hmm.
said, with
Hmm.
all the soul searching I did, I'm okay.
Hmm.
You don't even have to tell me about it.
That's so
I'm
beautiful,
so
You know,
though.
unbothered by it.
sometimes sometimes family can be your biggest supporters,
And
but
your
they can
worst
also be
enemy.
the yeah, they can be the biggest critics that tear you down.
Mhm.
I had a family member tell my dad about talking about me. You need to tell
Mm.
your son to be a better father. So this person tells my dad this, and my dad tells me, and I
Hmm.
ask my dad, why didn't you defend me? Am I not a good father? So that's one thing. The other thing I told him,
Hmm.
Dad, I don't really give a shit because this person's son
Oh
has
God.
babies from 5 different women. So
Hmm.
who is the better father? I have one mother, one baby mama. I don't have five. So the message to that person was when I did see this person, I walked up to her and I said, my grandpa used to always tell me, don't go clean my backyard
Yeah.
when your backyard looks like shit. And I walked away from her.
And
And
I
she
had
was
to,
pissed.
right, and I had to do this too. And I wasn't doing this to be mean, but I had a
No.
family member who was sort of like you, who they know that they can maybe come and ask me for certain things and they might get it, but then sometimes, oh, let me
Oh
run to
wow.
her mom. And if we ask her mom, maybe she'll do it. So I had to literally tell my mom that I said, you remember how you told me that if I need to tell all outsiders no, and
Uh,
sometimes I have to tell you no too? I said, it's mighty funny that everybody want to come and ask you to ask me to do something. So it's going to be a no to you
right.
and it's going to be a no to them too. I said, but I started off telling her, you remember how you told me I could tell you no? Well, it's a no to you and it's a no to them too. Because I feel
I,
like
I'm
this. If we're grown,
I'm gonna just
why you
guess
can't
here.
come to me?
I'm gonna just guess here. Shonda's not one to give second chances. Not
I
a whole
do.
lot. Not a whole lot.
I,
Not a whole lot.
right, right, right. Listen, that's where I say that little naughty angel be on my okay.
It-
Because like I literally was on Periscope. I'm not the person I'm here on IG. Not at all.
mm,
Not at all. Like I would bless and not blast your business like that, but I had to blast a couple of people business on Periscope. And it
mm.
was not to be like that. It's just that I just felt like I always give, like you said. And then where are them same people when I'm
Right.
giving or when I need? I'm not talking about like, when I say this, I'm not talking about like, if I gave you a meal and you can't give me a meal back, it's okay. But if my kids needed something, would you do the same thing for my kids that I might do for your kid? If I done fed you, your kids, some of your in-laws, some of them in-laws, and you telling me, I tell you, I ain't worried about eating nothing. Just can you buy my kids a meal? And you don't, I might need to cut you off. Okay? And I had a long-time friend, and I promise you, it would just be like, hey, what information could they get from me? What information could they get from me? I literally would be calling them or texting them, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? And it's just, you see how I looked all around, like, it's just chirpits. And then I went back again, and I literally, hey, are you okay? How you doing? How your mom doing? You know this is not such and such. No, I know who I text. This is just like if I text, okay, and I'll use the example. Say, Stacy, I text you. I didn't heard through the grapevine, Stacy been in the hospital. I know I have not texted Stacy in 3 months, but I've heard Stacy been in the hospital. And I literally say, hey, how are you, Stacy? And then maybe I go to the next thing. How is your mom doing? Because the last time I talked to you, your mom wasn't doing kind of well. Then I say, hey, how are, because this person has grandkids, but Stacy, how are your daughters doing? And you tell me as Stacy that you're not, like, I'm not talking to Stacy, like I'm talking to one of her daughters or asking her daughters questions. No, I literally know that I was talking to Stacy. And then I had to cut that person off because I was just like, you always fishing for information, or you always want something, but it's never the same way on my side from you.
So, as you're speaking, I wanted to add this to what you were saying. And humans, the relationships, humans were designed to interact with one another. They were. They were designed to have an interaction between one another. And with this damn devices that have come up, and it's made it easy for us to get away from that, to hide behind a camera, to hide behind a screen, where we give them that screen more attention than we do to one another. In any type of connection, any type of relationship, what makes the relationship strong, what makes the relationship work, whether it's a partnership, whether it's a love ship, a love interest, whether it's two friends, whether it's two people like you and I who never met until tonight. What works for us is to have that even exchange of energy, that even exchange, that give and take. You speak, I listen. Now I speak, you listen. So I want to help you, and you want to have that help.
Yeah.
That's that even exchange that we
Right.
have in our connections and our relationships.
Right.
And I think if we can remember that in any type of relationship, any type of connection that we look for, that we become a part of, that we become involved in, where we have that even exchange of energy, there's never going to be that I'm upset with you because you didn't pay attention to me. I didn't like when I was talking and you didn't hear what I said. I want people to not just listen to me, but to hear me.
Right.
But there has to have that even exchange of energy,
Right.
the give and take, the yin and the yang.
Right. And it might be some days where I do a little more, And it might be some days where say you do a little more. And I'm not saying it eventually balance out. But I don't want to feel like I'm always doing more
Yeah.
and the other person is not even trying to, because like I said, it took a lot. It took a lot for me to come into making a whole business. It took a lot for me to know that, you know what, I need to be accountable for things. And when I say this, I've told people, like I said, maybe since Periscope has ended, I've always told people that I can learn from an older person always to a baby. Okay. I know some people who will say, well, I don't tell little kids sorry. Yes, I do. I tell little kids sorry
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
they have feelings. They have feelings just like I do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If I make a mistake, I want you to understand that if I can't tell you sorry,
Right.
the people
Then
out
they
in the streets won't never tell you sorry.
that's how
Or
we teach them that they can say
right.
sorry
And
is by
then
telling them sorry.
and that's the thing. Because like if it's because it's cases where you're never gonna hear that sorry. You're never gonna hear it. But at least if I can tell you sorry, maybe that can brighten the situation and make it better. I'm not gonna say it always will be, but at least in that situation with me, you can know she's trying to be accountable for the things that she do. And I'm
Yeah.
just saying anybody. This could be my mama. This could be I tell you, Stacy, I'm gonna call you on Friday and something happened and I don't call. Yes, a lot of people are gonna be like, we understand. Life get busy. It's okay. But I want to tell you sorry. If
Right.
it's just let's just put it like this. If somebody buy me a meal, even if it's a 25-cent piece of bubble gum, I want to tell you thank you.
Right.
I want to show the kindness. I want this world to, it might not never be where it should be to some points, but some of these things that I know I grew up on, telling people thank you, telling people I was sorry. If I did something to offend you, I was not trying to do that. If I
Right.
got loud in a conversation, let me try to tone it down because then it just get the other person loud. So instead of arguing back and forth, let me calm down. Let me figure out how I can mediate this so that I can fix the problem because that's not how I'm trying to come off as.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
And you know
I've
what
seen.
helps? Go ahead,
Sorry,
Stacy. Nope, not
I've
at all.
seen a lot of us in the spiritual community that in the past 2 years there's been a lot of loss of friends, like people that were not meant to be there are not there, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, just in valuing yourself more, you expect more of others because you're
Right,
giving, and when they can't meet you, they're not meant to be there.
right,
We as humans, naturally we outgrow others
Uh-huh. Hmm.
naturally, and we evolve. If we devolve, then that's something else. But when we evolve, we want more. We expect more. Like Stacey said.
Hmm.
right.
And honestly, we deserve.
Hmm.
And sometimes the connection is done. It's over. The contract is over between you and this person because they were meant to be in your life to get you to this next.
Yeah.
And I've learned that. I learned that a long time ago. But like I said, I've had to recently learn that again. And it wasn't even about friends. It's not even about family. It's just like I said, that accountability for myself. If I tell my kids I'm gonna do something, I want to truly be accountable about doing it. If
Hmm.
I say I'm gonna go on live 2 days a week, for my kids to see that, man, my mama is truly, truly about what she's saying, I need to get on live 2 days a week.
Hmm.
if if I say, hey, I'm gonna go out here, and even if, because during the pandemic time I didn't do a lot of walking, I didn't do a lot of things. So if I say I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna walk for 30 minutes, try to stay out there and do my whole 30 minutes. Like I said, I've gotten to the point where, like, even with my kids, If I made a mistake about something, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
see so many people that will be like, I've been in grocery stores and people will be like, oh, it's okay. It's all right. Go ahead. I'm not in a rush.
Right.
I'll get through this grocery store. It's okay. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead, sir. Because if you need to get out that bad, go. I don't need to be out that bad.
Right. Right.
I'm going to either be late or I should have left earlier.
Right.
And that's just all to it.
You're in a beautiful, beautiful spot. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful to see.
I really am. I really am. Like I said, my biggest fear still right now is going live on this camera. I can do it when
So let
some
me tell
people.
you, you've been sitting in fear very comfortably for the last 90 minutes
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
and
have.
talking about everything under the sun. You've been sitting in
Yeah,
fear for 90
yeah,
minutes.
I
And
have. But
your mouth has just opened up beautiful things about who Shonda is. And
but
this is what
I literally
part
want
of
to cover up some.
no, this is what part of our desire, well, part of my personal my desire is to be part of this community, to feature people like yourself, like other creators. And it's maybe not just about tonight, maybe wasn't just about the product. Tonight was about the
And
Mhm.
person.
it's not like I said, it's not always about the product. It's just, even if I just go live 2 days a week just about myself. And when I say myself, just myself, like, hey, do you know what happened at my kid's school today? Or hey, do you know I went outside and I had a flat tire? Hey, do you
So
I know what
I'm
my
gonna
story.
give you facts. Okay,
Okay.
this is what I'm learning because I've been doing some research. So I'm gonna give you some facts. What people on YouTube, the number one thing people watch on YouTube, can you guess? Number one. What's up, Tom? It's good to see you,
Storytelling.
brother.
No.
No,
Making things.
no, not creating or anything like that. The number one type
True
of
crime.
YouTube creator that people love to watch, and it's been like that since day one, almost
Makeup.
since day one. It's just people being themselves,
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
doing their daily vlogs. I'm gonna look for this one on YouTube. I'm gonna reach out to her and say I did this, but Miss Manglebutt,
Okay.
Stephanie Sue,
Okay.
and you watch her daily vlogs, it evolved from her being the I have to be a prissy and I have to make sure everything's so pretty and my hair's done right and curly. And if you look back from 3 years till now, she has over 6 million followers or something like that,
Wow.
just being herself.
Um,
With her hair is a mess, her
Yeah.
eyes are all bloodshot, and she talks about her digestive system and how bad it is, but people are drawn to who the person is. They
Hmm.
invest in the person, not the product.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
tell
have to
you, like,
remember that.
I'm gonna tell you like this. It ain't even about the hair days, cause I don't care. I'll come on here, my hair be however. It ain't about the filters, cause I was on a lot of platforms, like I said, without filters. Um, it's just, I like I said,
Well, thank you for behaving tonight.
yeah, like I come on here, my head be like, like you'll be like, did you just get out the bed, isn't it? Yeah, I'm
Me
finna get in the
too.
bed. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it's not about that. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I
Yeah.
said, I know that you do have to be your authentic self. But like I said, I know some people want to see the person's face. Sometimes, not always, you know. But this is just something new. It's some and I'm not saying new like that. It's just something new that I haven't did. Like I said, I didn't do the resin, but that was a lesser fear to get over
Mm,
than getting on camera. I
hmm.
don't mind. And I'm gonna tell you like this: people be like, "It's Clubhouse." I I've been in people's clubhouse rooms, but I've never had my own clubhouse, like made my own clubhouse room. I literally am forcing myself to stay on things where you can, I know you can change the camera on here, but I'm literally forcing myself to stay on things where you visually have to see me. I do not use stereo. I'm not on Twitch, but like I said, I have IG, I have TikTok. I do have a Facebook page, but I had a little problem with Facebook, and not that I got in trouble with Facebook. I had one IG page hooked to a Facebook page, and I can't get my two pages connected. So I'm not really on Facebook like I need to be on Facebook.
Yeah, you got to update your Facebook. That's why Facebook went meta too. That's why.
Okay.
So you got to update it so that they can talk to each other. Because right now they can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I talked to other influencers. We had another influencer on a few weeks back, and she's an amazing person. She's very young. She owns her own business. She travels the world. I've been following her for many, many years, and I never thought I would be able to have her be one of our guests. And I just shot her a message because I was following her for 7 or 8 years, and I've seen her grow into this young woman, into this beautiful woman who's confident, who has over, I don't know, 21,000 followers on Instagram or something like that. And she gave me some great pointers, especially about Instagram, about social media itself. I want to get onto certain platforms across the board if I really want my business to take off. I really want this community to take off. And I thought about it, and I said, I'm going to join this TikTok, and thought about it a couple of weeks, and then I said, you know what? No, no, I belong on Instagram. The end goal is to get to YouTube and go live from there because it's a bigger, more broader audience.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram is as big as it is. There's still a limited amount of
Yes.
viewers,
Yes.
but this is good practice for me.
Yeah.
And in this journey, I can meet people like Shonda and say, "Come practice with me. Let's go practice. Let's
Yeah.
go on 30 minutes and see what happens." You never know,
Yeah.
because the right people will come. You open up yourself, Shonda. You make sure that you're just that authentic Shonda, and if you're loud and laughing and having fun, then be that Shonda. People invest in that. People love that. They love authenticity. They look for that. I'm
And
telling
I
you.
get that. I truly look, y'all not telling me nothing that I don't get.
And
It,
if your obstacle, if your difficulty is being in front of the camera as soon as you get on, all right, guys, I'm glad you're here. You know how I hate on being the camera. Be authentic about it. I
okay.
hate the camera. Will somebody come up and join me? How about you? And you pick somebody at random or whatever the case is. And then you find that after 90 minutes has gone by, that you sat there in fear of this camera, looking at it the whole time, and even conversing,
Well,
right?
yeah, I get it. I truly do get it.
I know you do.
I get
And
it.
if we can be, people or our community can be there to help you to get more familiar in front of the camera. Because like even like in readings, Annie, she gets up, she does to, hey Miss V, you want to come up? She gets in
Hey,
front of the
Miss B.
camera every day and um, makes sure that she is comfortable now being in front of the camera. I'm sure she has there's that moment before she presses the button to go live where she's nervous, but you never tell once she starts doing the reading. Once she starts doing the reading, it's automatic for her. It's just a reflex. It's a muscle thing again. But the beautiful thing about it is people are buying into who she is, and people are loving the message that she's
Yeah.
putting out. Hey, Miss V.
Hi,
Hey,
Miss B.
how are you?
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I
Love
know. Hey, Miss
going
B.
on?
Well, so fancy.
Mm.
How was your day, Miss V?
My daughter took me out for dinner, so I enjoyed that.
Very nice.
Nice.
Nice. Have you met Shonda, who's right above you?
Well, see, she's down below me.
Oh, okay. Shonda, this
Uh,
is Miss V. Miss V, this is Shonda.
Hi, Shonda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So, what are we talking about tonight?
We were gonna do some readings and stuff like that. We had supposed to have a guest tonight, but she wasn't feeling well. Then I thought we'd do some readings, and that didn't happen. But you know what? I'm glad it didn't happen. It was supposed to happen this way. I got Shonda to come up on camera, and we've just been talking about her business and how she had started it about a year ago, and just trying to help her to gain that courage just to get onto Instagram Live.
Well, what's your business?
I do crafting things. When I say crafting things, like I make tumblers, I make keychains, I make
Not just tumblers, but customized
yeah,
creation.
hold on.
Customized. Yes, Miss B, she does customized. I've seen tumblers that she's
Like
doing. I know she's
I
doing
made a
keychains.
custom
Yeah, see, that's nice.
tumbler.
Okay.
I
Okay.
made
She makes naughty T-shirts too, Miss B. You missed it.
resin keychains.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, when the temperature don't be right, they can stick together, you know. And then he's right. I've made some naughty t-shirts.
Oh, I like naughty now.
But
Yeah.
I've made some ones that are not like that either. Okay.
But see, I like naughty, so
I get it. And then even in life, I've made some mistakes too.
Yeah, there you
okay.
go.
Hey, but you know what? That'll sell faster than the ones that just not necessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep,
And I do get that too. But like I
yep.
said, I've showed I have gotten sales. Don't think I haven't. I probably could get a lot more, or my business probably would have grown a lot faster. But I took my time. I let it organically do what it needed to do. Um, and
She's marinating right now. That's what she is, Shonda. Your business. She's marinating right
I'm just working it. I'm literally working it from the steps that everything that I can knock down, that I know I can knock down, I do it. But like I said, I did all this by myself. I've had suggestions from people, but like, if I could come and ask to be like, hey, such and such and such and such and such and such and such, step by step, I didn't always have that because some people were not doing what I was doing. And
now.
Stacy, like I said, is very, very nice. What I'm saying about it is, like, I knew somebody who had Shopify like Stacy. Well, I don't have Shopify. So I can't ask certain questions because Shopify might do certain things for certain people that I did not have. I just didn't have that process. Like, when I say, like, for my website, I put everything in for payments to come across.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out the payment thing. I figured out how to make this website. I figured out the EIN number. I'm figuring out the LLC things. I'm figuring out the different things that I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
So I started a business. Like I said, this was not my first shirt. But you see, I've learned that, hey, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Even on my business logo, I tell people mistakes are unique things. It's
Mm-hmm.
not, or
That
it's
so
it's
that
you.
shirt right there would be something nobody else can find. Nobody
Exactly.
will be
I
Right.
able
love it,
to
Miss
get.
B. I love it.
It'll be a unique T-shirt just for that person that will purchase it.
Right. And
Mm-mm.
that's what I tell people. My On the website, I don't make mistakes. Everything is unique because what I might make for one person don't mean when I make the same thing. Say if somebody say, well, I seen something, it might not be the same way when I make it for the next person.
So your logo could be, I am a unique individual, and what you will buy from me will be a unique product.
I never make the same product twice. I never duplicate.
I don't.
You
I
get
don't.
custom one of a kind because that's how I used to create my
One of
jewelry.
an item
Everything is one of a kind.
that you will be
I
wearing,
never repeat it. Right.
Right.
it'll be a one of a kind. So what you see, you can say, okay, I want a I love you t-shirt. It'll be made different every time.
Every time. I
Right.
love it. That's
It,
a
it
woman speaking from experience, a life experience. Not necessarily business experience, but life experience. Miss V. I like that.
I like that too.
Because even what Stacy does, even though Stacy creates things and different earrings and different bracelets and charms,
Exactly, Annie. See,
everything.
even
Stuff,
AIM reading
Right.
says,
Right.
yes, unique and handmade. People always need to remember we are not factories, but people. Perfectly put.
Right.
it
You are. And
may be a million Vickies, and we all spell it the same. But I'm the only Vicky.
you're the
That's
only
it.
Vicky I would
I'm
bring up
the
to
only.
camera. Put it that way.
There's no other like me.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
So, like I
Look,
I
said,
like that perspective.
a woman. I was looking at Cat Williams' stand up today on Netflix. He said there's two things on the planet that man cannot copy. Now I'm getting ready to get a little raunchy.
Wait.
He said it's
Okay, it's that
water.
time. You can.
Okay, he said it's water and pussy. He said that
Yeah.
is the two unique things on the planet that no man can create and copy. And he said pussy is never bad. I don't care what shape, form, or fashion it come in. Never bad. When I tell you, when I listen to that man explain the situation, I was so tickled because he said it was fat, skinny, tall, thin.
I just
Ugly.
saw the demonetization go all over the screen.
He said, but not one bad piece of pussy out there. I said,
Oh my gosh. But that's true though. That's true.
but
He
that's
he
true.
speaks truth, but it's funny enough
it was
that it's true.
Right.
so funny
Right.
how he said it, but he was on the real with it. Not
Right.
one bad piece. He said it may be some wet, some creamy, and some dry, but it's still good. He said, I, I
I'm
was
not
so
I'm not blushing. I'm just seeing dollar signs go out the window, Miss B. But you keep going.
no dollar signs ain't
I-
going out. They gonna go like,
yeah. Right.
They gonna say
Gotcha.
he right.
Yeah. He right. He right. He right. He right. I don't know. I've forgotten what one looks like already. It's been a bit for me, but you know.
But in your memory bank,
Yes.
everyone you was with, it was good.
Until you got toxic.
Might have got toxic,
Until you got toxic.
but it was still good.
It was good. It was good in the
Yeah,
beginning
okay. Well, okay.
until you got toxic.
If we're really gonna go with the hour of being naughty, I'm gonna say even the toxic one was good.
I was gonna say the
Even the
toxic one
toxic
was
I
one
was
was
gonna say
good.
the
When it was
toxic one
good, it
probably
was
was the
good.
best one.
yep.
No, because then she's gonna eat that up. She's gonna say, "I told you it was good," and you know what?
But I'm
You know
just
what,
saying
bitch?
when I say toxic, I mean depending on the form of toxic.
Okay,
You know,
yes,
where like
yes.
if y'all stabbing each other, no.
No.
Yeah.
No. It was okay. for me, the part of it was toxic was I wasn't the only one parking my Cadillac in the garage. Put it that
Okay.
way.
God.
Okay.
Ugh.
That's the
Yes, somebody
toxicity of it.
that Lincoln and that Porsche in there too, huh?
Right. Okay.
Well, see, I was parking my Cadillac in the garage, and the other person was parking this little Honda inside there. So, you know, fuck you. That's all I got to say. That's all I got.
Well, let's just put it like this. It was still good for you. It was bad for the other person.
It was
Okay.
because I mean, okay, if you park a Cadillac in the garage and it
Right.
barely makes it in and you can barely shut the door, then you got the right car. But if you're parking a little Honda in there and you can still park another Honda next to it and two bikes on the side of it and put boxes in front of the door and you still got room above you for surfboards, then brother, you're not driving the right car. Put it
Okay.
that way.
But that's why I say when I said toxic, we're like, y'all, stabbing each other.
Yes,
We throwing
none of
hot
that.
grease on each other.
None of that.
I'm to the point I'm coming to your mama house breaking the windows out.
Oh no.
That kind of toxic, no. You don't want that.
No.
You don't want that.
None of that. None of that. It was two cars in one garage kind of thing. I'm like,
Okay.
really? Because 12 years meant nothing to you, so you got to park a Honda in the garage. Really? It's about time I take my car out for a drive anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roll the windows down, put that soft top down, blast the music, and let everybody know I'm free.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the kind of life, the toxicity. Okay, so let me ask you a question. This is going to get real deep, and I don't want to offend anybody, so you can say pass. I'm going to ask you some questions. Do women get offended when they're asked for their number? How many people they've been with?
Asked me. Oh, the number.
For me, I mean, you asked me for my number.
No, wait. The question is, do you get offended when you get asked that?
No.
Your body count.
No.
Your body count.
To ask me my
You talking about the body count?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I've
No.
never had anybody
You
ask
know
me
what?
that, to be honest.
No.
I can't give the true body count.
I have.
Girl, do that.
I don't think that's
Miss V, I can see
I
you.
don't think anybody wants to know.
I
the
can
answer to
see
that
Miss
question.
V. She shoots as she goes by and counts the body as she leaves, right? Is that you, Miss V?
I can't give the true body count.
Oh my God.
I did.
I mean, yeah,
You did.
it really is
did.
nobody's business.
The true body count at that time.
Oh my
I gave the right number. I told the person. I literally told them, I know who you are. I know what's going on. I like you, but you don't want to ask this question from me.
No.
I specifically told them, and I said, if you're telling me that you don't want me to fabricate this, we're not on lies, we telling the truth, you don't want to hear this number. And it wasn't an outrageous number.
My number is outrageous. So
No, at the time, it wasn't an outrageous number. I'm not gonna
More
say
dollar
that.
signs going out the window. More dollars.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Okay,
Miss
I was
Shonda,
still
go ahead.
young.
I'm
I
hearing
was
you.
still young.
I'm
I
hearing
was
you.
still young. Just say if you talking about like I'm 25, I'm 26 years old. So it wasn't like that. I was still coming off of like a relationship because I had a child, things like that. But like the person just felt like, oh, I only had this one partner because I have a child.
Right. They don't want to hear that it's more than one.
Are you
really?
what?
They don't want to hear it.
What? I said, I'll probably run rings around you, and you don't want me to do this. And I said, are you sure you want to hear this number? Yeah. I told it. I could see like, oh, here goes the heartbreak. I literally told all my friends, me and this person ain't gonna be together no more. They was like,
Yeah.
how could you feel like that? I said, watch, they're not gonna call me tomorrow. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
like 3 days before they decide to call me. And then it's gonna be, I just think this might be too much.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
See,
then see now.
why is it y'all can't take the number?
Mm-hmm.
You mean men?
Exactly.
I can't speak for other men. I can speak for myself. But before I get to that answer, I'm going to say that I feel really bad, and it got easier to do it every time. But I think I lied all 26 times when I was asked the body count. See how I threw that in?
Yep, I got it.
But
Got
when
it? I
when
lied
the
every
woman
time and
goes,
said there was only, you're the first. You're the first.
Oh my
You're the
God.
only one.
So basically, like they
It got
want too
easier. It got easier.
much.
because men cannot deal with the fact that if a woman says she went past 10 men,
Okay,
if she
so
said she did 11,
so
11,
with men,
yeah.
there is,
If a man,
everybody knows there's huge differences between men and women. The way their energy is, what they see, they feel, they taste, everything. Their senses are way different from women, even
Mm-hmm.
their thoughts. And when a woman that I'm dating says, I slept with 5 people, are you okay with that? Of course, it's a shock. But men, they love with their eyes first.
Right.
Women love with their heart. Women take a little bit longer to realize that, okay, I really like this guy. I love this guy. Men, automatic. If you look good in my eyes, I'm in love.
Mm-hmm.
That's the idea of love, is they love with what they see. They don't love with what they feel. They believe this is love.
Mm-hmm.
That's why men have a hard time with the, what, you slept with 3 guys? What do you mean? All at
Steve
one time,
should not say beyond 3.
No matter what the number is, you can say
The number
one,
is we should
and
always
the guys will react the same way. The guys will react the same way because they love with this first. They don't rely on this. I've had to learn that. For me to let love in, I had to get past this and this.
Mm-hmm.
You needed to get to this in order for me to say, I like who you are. Yeah, you're pretty and all that, but your bald head and your one missing eyeball and your upper teeth all missing, but I love you. You're beautiful to me. You're exactly who I want to be with right now because you've gotten this far. You've gotten past this. And a lot of guys don't learn this until it's too late, until they lose someone or they lose a relationship. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times for men, it's abrupt. Boom. Because women, they don't just stop loving today. It comes over time.
Mm-hmm.
And they wait until it's you know what, I can't wait anymore. I can't take
Mm-hmm.
this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not fulfilling me the way I need to be fulfilled. You're not loving me the way I
Mm-hmm.
want to be loved, the
it's
way I
even
deserve to be.
person that you love dies and you try and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
I am one for trying to get into a relationship, and the moment I think I'm almost into one, I am so ready to run.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm a runner. It's like
You know,
that,
I
that
think I think your soul, I think your heart knows exactly if you're in a relationship that's not going to serve you anymore.
Oh yeah.
Not going to serve everything you need. I think your heart and your soul knows it. Women especially will know this first before men.
Mm-hmm.
For men, it's what do you mean you don't love me anymore? When did this happen? How come I didn't know? Why didn't I see it? Well, the signs are all there. I no
Yeah.
longer dress the same. I've lost weight. I wear a different perfume. I dress differently. I even I even started a new job, but you didn't recognize the signs.
Yeah.
Women are like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Men constantly play the catch-up game, constantly, until they've gotten to the point, like with me, where the heartache and heartbreak that I didn't understand then that I do now makes a huge difference.
Hmm.
And I can see things that I should have seen a long time ago. But
I
I've
love
always
when
said, what was that, Stacey?
I love when men share candidly like you are right now. It's very important.
I think it is too, and I wish more men would do it. I wish they would get out of this bullshit. I've got to be a man, and I can't let people see me cry, and I can't let people see me vulnerable. Well, you know what? Screw you. You're gonna not be in that period of growth in your life that you need, that
Hmm.
all of us need, especially men. They
Yeah.
just keep falling back to that same trap, that same trap, that same trap, because it's that, oh, I'm comfortable, I'm in love again. No, you're in lust. There's a difference.
Mhm.
Right.
Being in love and being in lust is two damn different things.
Hmm.
But men fall in lust first, and they make the mistake of saying this lust is actually my love.
Right.
Where the women is, I like you, but I don't know if I love you. So the understanding of the relationship, especially in the new one, the understanding of the relationship between a man and a woman is not necessarily the same. Two different pages, two different books. And men don't see that. They don't understand that. That's why people continually get. And it's not just men. I have to say this too. There are women who are exactly the same.
Right.
Yeah.
They love with their eyes. Okay, now I love with my heart. And then it's sometimes it's harder for women to let go of that love than men.
Oh
When you
yeah.
truly love this one person, it's harder to let go because it's here first, and it's harder to get out here than it is to get out here. If that makes sense,
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
you know. I myself, I miss the I'm single, and I miss the. I like having conversations at night in bed and just talking
Yeah.
about everything. I love that. It's a way to, even without having that intimacy, it's a connection in itself.
Right.
It's
And
me
that's true
being
intimacy.
vulnerable and prone. I'm sorry.
Right. I said, and that's true intimacy.
It is exactly because
Hmm.
I'm making myself prone and
Hmm.
open for you to see who I am, and I
Yes.
love that. I love that times. I love that one-on-one interaction with another warm body. I love
Hmm.
waking up next to a warm body. I've gotten
Warm
used to
body.
not doing that. A warm body,
Warm
like
body.
not like a dog. Okay, we don't do dogs, not like a dog. But I mean, I miss that part of it. I miss the uh, intimacy part of it, the one-on-one interaction with the other person without sex. I miss that
Right.
part,
Yeah.
you know. Um, but I've become comfortable in my relationship being a single because being single is also a relationship. To me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
love yourself. You really do.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable with being single. Shonda, may I ask, without being, if it's rude, you can just say you don't want to answer, but is Shonda also single?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, you're
All right.
not? Oh,
Nope.
wow.
Nope. Not at all. Not
I gotta,
anymore.
I gotta catch
Cool.
up with Shonda.
No, not anymore. I'm not married, but I'm not single either.
Without a
Not single.
man,
Yeah.
or I can't even say a man because I don't know you like that. You could be with another
No,
person.
I'm with a man. No, I'm with a man. I know people are on both sides, but I'm with a man. Um, I've probably been in this relationship maybe it started maybe when Periscope sort of was ending, maybe.
Mm,
Okay. So we talking about maybe 3, 4 years, but no, I'm not single. I'm not. I wanted to advance a little more, but if it don't, it's okay. I'm still okay with that.
Mhm.
mm,
Um, and that's just it. Like I said, I'm out about trying to do stuff for my kids and make myself the best person I can be, and that's it.
mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if the relationship build to be more, then okay. If not, it's still okay. I'm okay with that. You know, it's
Mhm.
not it's not about like, oh, I need these things to have this in life. I need myself to be enriched and myself to be accountable or myself to be loved. And if it's only me who can love me, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Yep.
It
it's a beautiful place to be.
mhm.
I'll
Yeah.
say this much, and I don't. I hope this is not rude in any way. I don't mean it to be this way. I mean it to be really a compliment. Might come out weird, but you're the three of you. I would have a blast if we went to a bar and just had
Yeah.
drinks for the night and
Yeah.
Yeah.
just talk shit and whatever and have fun. I know we
Yes.
would have a great time
Yeah.
together.
We
That's for
have
sure. Yeah. Of course, you would have to get me down from the table every now and then, but I have a good sense of balance,
we
so we'll
both
be okay.
that
Right.
coyote ugly thing. You remember the coyote ugly scene where they
Hmm,
all
yeah.
bar singing?
Yes.
We'll be up there on that bar going,
Mhm.
Oh shit, well
Yeah.
then I'll have to get you down. I will have to get you down from the bar.
Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
my goodness. My goodness.
So
Well, Miss
yeah.
Chandra, you know what? I had such a great time tonight. Watching you sit there in fear for the last hour now and just having a blast.
Yeah.
Or last two
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Just having a blast in fear, you
Yeah.
know? You did
Like
it.
I said, some people are known to be on the camera and it's a good thing and I'm not knocking nobody. I love to watch people. I wish I had that, and I'm not gonna say that I don't have the confidence sometimes, because I can have the conversation. I just wish I had the more confidence to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just go live, and I don't have that all the time.
Well,
That's
you
think
are
about it.
you're part of a community now. You know, where you have people that can support you, even if we just sit in a room with you while you create. Even if you just
Yeah.
point the camera at your hands and create, you have people in our community that can just from many time zones that can say, "Hey, I'm not doing anything. I'll come sit with you for a little bit,"
Yep.
right,
Definitely.
right,
Mhm.
and it helps. Even
That's
if you get one person in your life, you know what? The replay viewers don't know that.
right.
Doesn't mean that the reel or the video that you did isn't meaningful or isn't valuable.
Yeah.
Shonda, what's your
Put
name
it
on?
up. People need to see that.
What's your name on here so I can make sure I'm following you?
If I'm correct, yeah, I'm on Lovable Creations right now. This is not my personal page. This is my business page.
Okay,
Right
Mhm.
so
there, Miss B,
I'm
and
looking for
comment.
your name.
Lovable creation. It's the last one on comment, Miss B.
The last comment,
Yeah,
lovable.
lovable creations. Yeah,
Hmm.
Okay.
that's her.
Yeah.
That's Miss Shonda.
Yeah.
Like
All
Damo said, take it
right.
one live at a time. You got it.
I
One
will.
live
I
edit.
promise y'all, I will because I've been doing it, but it just like I said, it wasn't Periscope itself. It's just I've came from where I wasn't. I'm gonna go on camera like that. I'm gonna be out there like that. But when you're running a business, you have to be out there like that. And it's a lot, but I'm willing to try to work through it to build up,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to know. And I'm not going to say never to nobody that I'm going to do 5 days a week. Never, ever. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you're making things, if you're crafting things, if you're doing things, unless it's just somebody personally want to sit through to see it, then okay, I will. But in some cases, no, I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to be on live every day. I might do 2 to 3 days a week, and that's it. And I'm only dedicate so much time to that, and that's it. And then I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna still create. I'm gonna still come in people's lives. I'm still gonna support. I'm gonna still share stuff out. I'm not gonna be the person not to support somebody, like I said, because that's the way we all get out here, is if we all support each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
That
think
is the
that's
best form. Go ahead, Stacey.
no, a lot of us that came from Periscope, and practically everybody in here is from Periscope. It's like that's
Mhm.
that's what we really did for each other there. And so I think
Yeah.
we've taken that away. Is there were a lot of main broadcasters, but we made sure to come through and support each other.
Right.
And that's the takeaway, I think.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's just spread. We all just spread so far. And then, like I said, I get life is busy for everybody. If you got a sick parent, or if you had children, or if you were dealing with things on your own. So a lot can happen for just not to even go live. Or if you
Mm-hmm.
do go live, yeah, just say, and I'm not even saying featured like for Periscope, but with Periscope, at least we all knew, okay, during this time, somebody might be in this live or somebody might be in that live. But like IG, it's not that easy sometimes to connect with everybody.
Right.
Unless
Yeah.
you following people, you might not never see that live. You might not even know what to research to find certain lives and do stuff.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
why I said a lot of the times when I do go live, even if I'm not talking and it's not playing, I'm focused on, because I will eventually just start talking straight in the live sometimes. But say, like, if I wait like that first minute and I don't talk, I'm looking to gauge to see how fast it'll catch up to some of the people who are following me to be able
Mm-hmm.
to do.
I mean, we all came from Periscope, and at some point we grew thick skin
Right,
to the comments
Oh
and
gosh.
trolls and everything else
right,
in Periscope. And it's something similar with Instagram. It's not such a big audience on Instagram because not a
right,
lot of people like to go live or even watch lives. You
right.
know, um, I'm gonna talk about the dark side of going online, and not to scare you, but to make you aware of things that are possible that can happen. When we put ourselves out on any type of social media, any platform, and I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows this already. I just want to say this for the replay viewers, but when we make ourselves, put ourselves in the light of social media, we make ourselves vulnerable to every type of attack, mental,
Yeah,
physical, even.
yeah,
'Cause I know Stacy, is kind of like experiencing that, and
Yeah.
sometimes spiritual, sometimes it's dramatic, sometimes it's just total bullshit nonsense. It only takes one person's opinion to start a fire.
mm-hmm,
Whether we're posting, putting reels in our
mm-hmm,
stories, going live, doing a weekly like we're doing here, we make ourselves vulnerable. I make myself vulnerable. I don't like to
yeah,
Yeah.
be vulnerable. I don't like to
Yeah.
be open. I don't like people to see the really shitty side of me because I have shitty side,
Mm-hmm. We
you
all
know.
do.
yeah,
But this is me saying this is the only way I'm going to grow. I recognize I have the shitty side. I recognize that I need to grow. I want that
yeah,
because in the process of me growing, I go past this ugly part of my life that I've been trying to forget for how many years, and now I can take that learning experience and hand it over to Shonda and go, here you go, Shonda.
Mm-hmm.
I give you this now.
I'm trying new
This is the
lipstick.
book. Very nice. I wrote the book so you don't have to go through the trauma and the bullshit and the heartache. Yes, you're going to make yourself vulnerable to every type of attack, but you have a product that people need and
Mm-hmm.
want. And it's not your merchandise, it's the person itself. It's you, Sean.
Yeah, it's just important to be aware of those things and
Yeah, it
to,
is.
protect yourself accordingly because that's
Yeah,
always necessary.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Miss V, what's the name of that new lipstick you're wearing, Miss V?
Um,
I like it. It looks nice.
It's very
it's forever.
dark. Yep.
It's a forever mate, but I don't. It just says number 16, Cupid heart.
Okay.
Cupid's heart. Okay, there you go. There
Mm.
you go.
Yeah, it looks
I
really
like
nice
that.
on
Miss V's got such style, I tell you. Every time I see you got a different haircut or it's
It's a it's
highlighted, I
it's
think, the
it's
last
it's
time.
different hair, baby. It ain't haircut.
I
It's different hair. I'll
you.
take this
ah
one off and slap another one on.
Mhm. You always wear it so well,
I
though.
know. I know. Not I know
Because
this much.
what happened
Not
was when I went through the chemo and the radiation treatment. Now
Hmm.
my hair grows along the side, but right up in the middle here, slick as a baby's bottom.
Oh, wow.
So I tried to be creative in my mind what I could do.
I like
You
it
are
though.
very,
That's
yeah,
such a
very
style.
creative.
You know,
Yeah.
I can shave my whole head and just go, bald. Just do bald.
Hmm.
But there's
And not
times
everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that and look great. I found that
exactly.
out.
And there's times when I wanted hair. So I'm like, let me figure out a way that I can put because I don't necessarily have to have hair all the way around here because my age, I'll have a hot flash and I'll be ready to cut
Mm.
her off.
God, I know.
So it's like, let me see what I can do to create the part that I want hair on and then figure out what to do. So I
Yeah,
started
yeah.
reaching in my mind what I could do. And you would like the other hair that I had on, those were two bangs that you put
Mm,
with other hair. I just
right.
Uh,
did as my little pieces. So I put
I
two
like
bangs.
it though.
This
It's such a style, it's what it is.
this is
Hmm.
braided hair that I twisted together and I sewed a little matted piece on there so that I could put the glue on there to be able to slap it on my head.
Okay, so Miss
Wow.
Via, I'm gonna jump on I'm gonna jump on your case now. I know we've talked in the past and we've had readings about possibly looking for some kind of work. Why aren't you creating hair pieces for women
Right.
of age that need, hey Walter, that need are looking for little something like a hairpiece, like you're doing.
Well,
Miss
you know
V,
what?
wait now,
I,
you got the style.
I need to get me a LLC and create a website to do this.
Hmm. I can help you with that.
Yeah. And you know what? I was gonna do that because when I needed a whole head of hair, I was creating wigs. So I create wigs and I'm doing this. But I
Mm.
need a way to perfect it just a
Well,
little bit better.
I'm talking about there is a niche market that you actually, I think, would fit perfectly in, and that is women of age who have gone
Yeah.
through chemo and
Hmm.
now coming out the other end. They
Hmm.
it's like women who have mastectomies. I've talked to 3 women who are friends of mine that have mastectomies, and they've told
Hmm.
me they don't feel like they're an entire woman. It's just
Hmm.
like when they get out of chemo and their hair is gone. They used to have beautiful blonde hair or red hair, and it's no more. They don't feel like they're that beautiful woman. Where there's
Right.
people like Miss V who has a sense of style, who has gone through that experience and understand what women are feeling,
Hmm.
and you can take that and create your own niche market and create
Hmm.
hair pieces for women
Yep.
survivors. And if you're looking for somebody to help you to maybe help sponsor you, look for what's her name, Komitani, breast cancer awareness. The big corporation. They're always looking for creators to come up with products to
Well, I
celebrate the lives of especially
like
women.
to help me because there is things that I dream about what I can create. See, now this is
Mm-hmm.
my first time doing this one. So now I know I don't have to have this much hair to create
Mm-hmm.
what I want to do with this style.
Well, I just thought I'd let you know. I think you would be an absolutely perfect creator for something like that. You are a survivor, and you want to help women. Let me help you feel like a woman again. If you've
Hmm.
gone through this, let me help you feel like a woman again. Let me help you feel that
Hmm.
femininity
Because
that
you know what, like
you.
Miss B, I never would have guessed that that's a wig. Like I never would
Neither
have.
would I. Neither
A
would I.
lot of people think I was out last night on a date. And I had it twisted another kind of way last night where it was kind of braided and it was kind of laying on this side of my head. Women came up to me and they was like, "That is absolutely gorgeous."
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So
But
it's
I
like,
think it's something you should maybe look into because I think, I mean, that could be your calling and that could be your business. That could be a
yeah,
way for you to put more finances back into your life again. I thought maybe that would be a good idea. I didn't know
it,
that was what it
I have
was.
really thinking about it. I was like, okay, I need my LLC and I need, I guess, the equipment that I need to start it with, which is I
Hmm.
basically need the headstand, the hair stand. I had it all, but I think I've lost it in the storage that I had. I think I've lost my storage. So all of that was
Oh,
in my
jeez.
storage, and I just, it's just tough trying to get stuff together, and then you don't have the finances to get it together.
Yeah,
Right.
And
I
I
get
really,
it.
I think I've lost my storage,
Oh, jeez.
and I'm like, and I had all of that in there, and it's like, okay, that means I got to start over again. But some things in the storage I can't get back with mint. It's a lot that I didn't want to lose, but I can't let that get in my head. So I'm trying to let it go and just let it be.
Yeah.
Because when you have no control over stuff, you have no control over stuff.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm with you, Miss V. There's a lot that I can't control that I like to plan things out. I like to make sure things are going to be done that I have this vision of, and sometimes I get a lot demanding about things, and when
Hmm.
it doesn't end up the way I hoped it would, I go to this big, oh man, I'm so disappointed. I shouldn't have done this. I should have done it that way, and then I remind myself there's a lot that I can't control, and a
Yeah.
lot I wish that I couldn't lose. but in the process of not being able to control things, yeah, there's loss. I've suffered
Because
loss big
it's
time.
like on YouTube where the men go to the barber and they've lost their hair, and it's a thing, it's a hairpiece thing that they put on the men hair, and then they use this hair to put it back, and you would never know that these
Yeah,
men
I've seen
are.
that. I've seen that.
And they also do the beard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so if they're doing that for the men, I know a lot of women that have alopecia
Mm.
or the cancer, hair loss and stuff that could be done. And I'm like,
Mm.
it's all in my head. I see it in my head. I see what I could do. I just need the different things to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. I get it.
Guys, I'm gonna drop down. I'm getting real tired.
Yeah, we're gonna hang up. Anyway, Stacy, I thank you, ladies, very much, and Shonda for joining us tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. I'll see, but kind of
Okay.
not. But I do appreciate you, ladies, joining us tonight. Stacy, thank you for joining us. Shonda,
Yeah,
thank you for joining us
that was
tonight.
fun.
And Miss V, thank you so much. It's good to see you, Miss
Yes. See y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
V. Bye
Bye, guys.
bye.